I was going through a difficult time in my own life, and I always wanted to be in a worship band, but being a drummer is difficult and getting something started in the worship arena because you're not a singer. And most people actually don't know you as a songwriter. They know you as a drummer. So it was a tough place because I would do interviews with the band and I would be asked, what would you be doing if you weren't playing drums in August Burns Red? And a lot of times I would say, I would love to play drums in a worship band. And so in this difficult time of my life, somehow we met up and I just asked him, hey, I remember seeing you play years ago. We've played together at church. Would you be interested in starting a worship band?
I think my heart was to record new worship songs. Being that I was a part of worship for probably 20 years and have written a number of songs, I didn't know how to go about doing that. Matt and I sat down and we talked about what do we do to record worship songs that are on our heart, and really out of those conversations is what birthed Clay Collective.
The goal was we can do this thing, we can do Clay Collective and it will be successful. But we both came to terms with the fact that if it wasn't, we would still be happy with the fact that we did it. And once we came to that point, it just lifted all the pressure off of the project because it didn't have to succeed in terms of how many people we reached on a broad stroke spectrum, how many listeners, how many downloads. We were going to be content with the fact that we did it. And at the end of the day, the way that I would quantify success for this project is just simply the fact that we brought people in from multiple churches, from multiple backgrounds, multiple age groups, that some of which have never met each other. And we put an EP together that's a collective of God's vision and heart speaking through those people. And so the project being complete is the mark of it being successful for me.
The name Clay Collective came from the word clay, which was basically Matt and I were here at Ephrata Community Church in Clay Township, but also, in the Bible it talks about jars of clay, and we are just people that could easily just be crushed. The collective, I think, was on our heart that this was not Matt and Ryan. This was a collective of people that would just speak into creating new songs to worship the Lord and just honor Him.
The other criteria that was important to us is are the lyrics theologically sound? Are we going to be writing something that's accurate and can be backed by the Bible and Christian belief? We had been working on this record for over a year and a half. In the days leading up to the studio, we realized, pressure's on. It's time to really make sure we have these songs done. And we went into the studio and start to see all the pieces come together. And within a week's time, we had 7 songs tracked and we were ready to go. We came out of the session with a product that we're all really proud of.
So I think the songs are written for 2 different reasons. One is for people in the church to be able to listen, to be able to be blessed, and to be able to enjoy and worship the Lord. And the second is, as a worship leader, part of my heart was to create songs that other worship leaders could use. My hope is that we can get these songs into their hands, into worship leaders' hands, whether it's a church of 1,000 or a church of 10, and they can use these songs to lead other people in worship. And my heart is that these songs travel not just in the room at ECC, but would travel as far as the Lord wants to take them, and hopefully around the world.